This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Dodge Ram 3500 quad cab SLT dual rear wheel. It is the Longhorn Edition. It's four-wheel drive. It's a 5.9 liter turbo diesel. It's a manual 6-speed transmission. This truck was a trade-in to a new car dealer in Phoenix, and has 192,173 miles on it. Interestingly enough, one of my employees knows this truck and didn't warn me about this truck before I bought it because he didn't know I was trying to buy it. We get it here and he's like, ah. I'm like, what? He goes, it needs a motor. You gotta be kidding me. So it's a very ugly truck, paint-wise, but it's got a completely rebuilt motor. We do an inspection, we get it here. The motor was dusted. It had great Carfax records, but at some point somebody didn't change the air filter and dusted the motor. So it's got a complete engine rebuild. Pistons, rods, bearings, head and crank machined, bored 20 over, Rotella oil and filter, air filter and air box, serpentine belt and tensioner, alternator, both batteries, crank sensor. It got a new AC compressor and condenser and a charge, AC charge. It's got a brand new clutch. The truck has a new clutch. Front and rear brake pads, master window switch is new, driver's side door lock actuator, rear door lock actuator is new, and the passenger side mirror. Basically, we spent about $6 grand on this truck. Mechanically, extremely, basically brand new. Transmission's not new, but the motor and the clutch are, and runs great. What we didn't do was send it to Mako for about $1,500 to get the paint fixed. We figured whoever's going to buy this thing isn't going to care about the paint anyway. They're going to love the fact that the motor's completely rebuilt. Whoever owned it before, the person actually is a friend of my guy's, Joey's, and they live in Safford, and they towed horses with it, so they didn't care about this stuff. They put tires on it a couple thousand miles before they dusted the motor. So these Coopers on it are almost brand new. We did not put them on, but obviously you don't need to worry about that, do you? Well, my brother will take this thing out. It's got that Chingasso too. My brother's going to take this thing out, and he's going to take between, I don't know, I would say 60 and 80 HD pictures. The bigger they are, the more pictures we take, obviously. There'll be a little magnifying glass in that gallery that you can zoom in on. If you see something, you can zoom in and check it out. Obviously, we're not selling a cosmetically beautiful truck here, okay? So it's really not a big deal, the photograph. It's got a rollover gooseneck hitch in the bed. But if you do want to look at stuff, we encourage that. We don't want anyone being uninformed. The point of these videos isn't to sell the truck. It's really to find the correct owner for the truck. Okay? Plenty of people want to buy this truck. It's just a lot better to get the right person to buy it. If you care about cosmetics, don't buy it. If you care about the mechanical part of it, then you got to buy this truck. It's great. 192,202. Right. Obviously, I've got the brake on. Let's see. Hood. Like I said, new condenser. Obviously, there's going to be no blow-by since the motor is brand new. Rebuilt new. We do have pictures that we could share with you of the rebuild, where we have the pistons, the new pistons, and the new motor, and it's all apart. The person who built this motor used to build motors for Dale Earnhardt back in the 80s and 90s, and he's retired out here, and that's what he does. Got a really cool machine shop. Anyway, there's your, people want to know what they book for. The book on this thing is 19,475 with 192,000 miles on it. Of course, they don't know that it's a brand new motor when they book it, so obviously it's worth a lot more than that now that we've got a new motor in it. How much more is going to be up to you. Okay? There's your Carfax right here for that truck. It's a shame they didn't change the air filter in this thing at the very end, because somebody took really good care of it and then decided not to change the air filter. That's the one thing you don't do with a Dodge. You can get away with that on a Ford and a Chevy sometimes, but on Dodges, change the air filter. Look at these services, great service. Boom, 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 boom. Next page, everything's good. And then 192. So somewhere in here, they decided not to change the air filter. And that was the end of the motor. Which is a real shame, because I didn't like that so much. All right, there's your passenger rear window. Passenger front window. Can't do the door locks on Dodges until all the doors are closed. So we'll do that once the doors are closed. There's your driver rear window. You can tell this is an Arizona truck by the paint. Nice and faded. And it lived outside. Mirror out, in, down, up, other side. Looks like we need to get a new switch. Huh. The passenger mirror is not working. So that would mean either our window switch that we bought brand new is not good, or that mirror is not good. That will be handled. That's annoying. Huh. We did have a little repair on a tear right there. Tilt down. Let's see, cruise control. Now obviously it's a manual, so I'm gonna have to have somebody help me drive it. Jason, come on in. Jason's gonna drive it for me. Jason, the passenger mirror goes up and down but not around. And we replaced the mirror and the switch, so that needs to get addressed. There's the air. It's blowing like a hurricane. All right.
4 low reverse.
That's 4 low in reverse. Don't back over the fence, please, because the truck would win that fight. That's 4 low in drive, or in first, and second. Granny gear, huh? Does it have a granny gear?
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Low. There you go. All right. Now we're in 4 high. And then in reverse in 4 high. There you go. All right. We'll take it out. Boom. Now we're in 2-wheel drive, and we're going to drive. Let's try the radio here. Let's see what we got going on here. Blah, blah, blah. Scan.
Hey. I know exactly what he means.
Yeah, there's your radio. CD player. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. All right. Let's see. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, bring something to tow. This is a big truck. It likes to tow stuff more than it likes to drive around like a car. Anyway, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay tax and dock fees. Dock fee is $250. Tax is 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is 5%, you'll pay 7. If it's 3, you'll pay 5. Very simple. If you come to Tucson, add 2% to your state, and then add a $250 dock fee, and you'll know what you're paying. If If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Once we receive your wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We'll sign it off, notarize it, scan it into your online file, and mail it to you. We will even scan in the envelope into your online file, which you will have for this truck, and you'll be able to see it even before it hits the mail. We mail it to you, you have it shipped to you, the truck. You'll take your title and your truck down to your local motor vehicles, and you'll deal with them in person yourself, okay? Deposit's $500. Once we receive your deposit, we have a deal, okay? We'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. Like I said, this is a completely rebuilt motor. It's new for all intents and purposes. So know that the clutch is new. What's not new? Injectors? Injectors are not new, and the transmission itself is not new. Obviously no need for that, but those are the things that aren't new. Everything else is new. Yeah. Jason knows this truck well, way too well. So, let's see. Warranty speech. On the motor itself, the actual physical motor, there's, what is it? It's, Butch, is a year? It's a year or?
20,000 miles.
Year or 20,000 miles is what it is on the motor itself. That's the pistons, the block, crank. That's the warranty on the motor. That's not injectors. That's not the transmission. It is the clutch, though. If you know, if the clutch went out in the next, I don't know, 6 months or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
warranty.
Yeah, we'll do a clutch. It's not that tough. It's not that big a deal. But it's brand new. So if you don't ride the clutch, you probably never need it. But what else? The rest of it, though, is not warranted. We're not warranting it. We're not writing checks for anything. And by chance, if there is a motor issue, which is extremely unlikely, like as unlikely as a motor issue on a brand new truck, but if there was one, you'll be bringing it to Butch. You won't even be calling us. We'll give you his address. You'll ship it to him, and he will fix it. But that's not going to happen. But I have to say it anyway. So, to make things really simple, you buy this truck, you're the owner, okay? Aside from the engine itself, the metal part of the engine and the clutch, it is not warranted. If you need something fixed other than that, you are on your own. You will be buying your own stuff. We will not be writing checks. We will not buy injectors. We will not be buying window motors or anything like that. We will get that mirror switch fixed, or the mirror itself. We're not sure which part is bad that we installed. It's brand new, but something is wrong. Other than that, how's the clutch feel?
Clutch feels good.
It's pretty quiet for a big truck too, isn't it?
It is.
Really quiet. Huh. You need to know anything else, Jason? Well, this is a nice truck. Anyway, please watch the video. Look through the gallery. Aside from funky paint, I would say that this thing is pretty damn nice. And you could probably tow an awful lot for an awful long time with this truck. Change the air filter, which is what killed this thing the last time, and you'll be fine. Just gonna let you be quiet here, let him drive it for a while here. I'm surprised how quiet this thing is. This was down in Safford? Huh. Usually when you have a 190,000 mile truck,
It's a rattle trap.
it's a rattle trap. And this is not a rattle trap at all. It's actually got no rattles. Interesting. Which kind of figures. I mean, the Carfax shows tons of great care and then blah. So, anyway, That's the end of the video. I got to stop at 15 minutes. Thank you for your time.